This tutorial will teach you how to pull your text out of any part of your dissertation and create an image of it of the most commonly used words using Wordle. One of the first things that you need to do is copy and paste your chapter 2 or whatever chapter you're working on into a working document so that you can delete some of the content. Now, I began with about 100 pages and I deleted all of my tables and all of my images because Wordle can only process text. So here I have a 54-page document and Wordle can handle a large document like this. All you need to do is go through and copy it. So I will copy the text. To copy the text without having to scroll through all 50 pages, I can click on the first page, hold my Shift key down, and then use the sidebar to scroll all the way to the end, and then click at the end with the Shift key still held down. It will select all the text, and then I can either right-click and copy, or Control-C, and then I'm going to move to Wordle in my browser. And keep in mind that you cannot use Google Chrome for Wordle. Wordle exports as a Java file, and it needs a 64-bit browser. It will not work in Chrome, so you can either use Firefox, Internet Explorer, or Safari. So here I am at wordle.net, and I'm going to click Create Your Own. And then here I'm going to paste in my text. I can either right-click and paste or Control-V. And there is my chapter, and then I can hit Go. And Wordle will take a minute to render, especially with the large amount of text that I just pasted in. Sometimes it will pop up and ask you to authenticate Java or to update Java. You will need to do that if you've not done that before. And here is my image of my chapter 2. So I can look into this, I can zoom in, I can open it in a new window, I can change the color, which is nice. If you actually are going to use this in your dissertation, you can change it to black and white or a grayscale, which helps for readability. You can also change the background so that it's dark if you're going to use it in a presentation. That's kind of a nice layout. You can also change the layout so that all of the words are horizontal, which makes it much more easy to read. You can change the font if you would like. And the language we would just use as English language. And you'll notice that the references did not show up. And the reason for that is because it's removing common English words like the, and then it also caught all the references as well, which is nice. And here, then I can save this document or save this image. I can also open it in a new window, which is what I would typically do. And I would make it as large as I could. And if I were working on this outside of this screencast, I'd make it as big as my screen so that I could read everything. And then I would take a screenshot of this and use it for my dissertation. What I did was used it to provide a list of start codes. So here is my list of start codes that I gained from that Wordle. And I have all of my code words on the left-hand side, and then I went in and added all the supporting references and then aligned those start codes with the research questions. I had 4 separate categories of research questions. So you can see here, as I went through, this provided me with that list of initial start codes or provisional start codes, and then I of course added additional start codes as necessary.